not the regular police. This is the state police.
We are an elite unit.
This is who we're after.
Frank Costello.
You won't be paid as a regular cop, but there's a bonus involved.
So what do I do?
Introduce yourselves and the movie.
This is Frank.
This is Isaac. Wait, hold on. Where do I look?
AKA
we're gonna talk about The Departed.
Young Buck.
Isaac claims to have seen the movie over 100 times. Has he seen it 100 times?
Way more than that.
That's fair.
That's fair.
No, it's like one of my favorite movies that I watched growing up. I didn't really appreciate it until a couple years ago, but go back
I remember
and just
being 14, watching the movie for the very first time, and I was like, "This movie fucking sucks. I don't understand this at all." And I just didn't get it. I couldn't understand like which guy was which guy, or if they were different guys, or if they were the same dude, or anything. I did not get it at all.
Let me tell you something.
But focus on each other. If you want to like gym mechanics.
So if you don't understand what each character's role is from the get-go, don't watch the movie.
If I had to throw the sentence and be like, it, I guess I would say, way too long-winded, not worth anybody's time, don't watch it, it's boring. But if I had to be very, very serious, I would take one quote from the movie, that one line, families are always rising and falling in America. I think that would be...
Don't forget about me. You can talk to him, but don't forget about me.
Don't you forget about me.
Don't you forget about me.
It's just going to
It's a little
confuse you.
long-winded.
It is.
A little bit.
I mean, you have like DiCaprio, Damon, and Wahlberg, which, by the way, at this time in their lives,
The most generic-looking white guys of all time.
who are you looking at? You have to figure out. First of all, you have to figure out who you're looking at, scene by scene. But
It's not that they are generic looking. I would say I'm a very generic looking white guy, and I don't look anything like them. They are just. I don't think that Leonardo DiCaprio is from the East Coast, but I'm not sure.
I don't know about that, but I know.
But I do know that
they all play that
they
Boston
all look
role
pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they play the role very well. So
They do.
It's like
Yeah.
right out of the gate, you have to figure out who's who and who's gonna take what path throughout the movie. This is my first time, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
I'm just like
Never
I'm so nervous.
Mm.
I think the way that it resembles law enforcement is true in a lot of ways, but it's not overwhelmingly the way that our law enforcement acts throughout the country. I mean, it shows so much corruption and so many things that are just...
The movie Police Academy did it way better. I mean,
So we're gonna review that one
come
next?
on. I've never seen it.
I don't know.
Just kidding.
Like, when do you pull someone out of the academy or right out of the academy and put them undercover, and someone else becomes a detective almost in the same time? There's a lot of misrepresentation in it.
It's.
So,
I'm gonna try.
I guess so.
I love that there's a lot of historical context to the movie, like with Irish disenfranchisement and things like that. Like, that's all really important. But like, there's just a certain context they give.
That's kind of
to
like the one
police.
bullshit part that I have with it is that the Irish entitlement or whatever. But there is a line, if I could quote the movie again, where Mark Wahlberg says to Leo DiCaprio, he says, "Oh, your family's dug into the Southie projects like ticks."
Well, just start selling potatoes. That
Oh,
whole thing.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
like
yeah.
things that are just really general.
When he's talking to the Indian guy, and the Indian dude is like, "You keep on calling me Babu. You don't even know my name."
Yeah.
He's like, "You act like you're my friend." It's Sing, mother. It's so good. I need to know that actor's name because that dude's brilliant. But
the whole
he goes,
start selling potatoes.
Yeah, you opened a store in an Irish neighborhood. These are dirty people.
Yeah.
Start selling potatoes. I don't know what you're gonna do.
I didn't understand
So great.
that part of it for a while. Like,
I'll slide that one out.
It's half and half.
it'll settle. It'll settle.
The thing that I liked so much about it was the sleuth element, and they're running after each other, and that, oh man, that just gets my f***ing blood pumping. They're running after each other on foot, and they're trying to, you know, and then not Matt Damon, yeah, Leo DiCaprio is getting texts on his phone from the
captain, right?
From the captain or the chief of police or whatever, Queenan's character, and it says get visual ID, you know, make arrest, like da da da, and he's like, oh shit, and then and he's running after him, and oh man, it's so great, and there's this one moment that I fucking love where he thinks that he loses Matt Damon. And then there's this weird ornament hanging from like a shop or whatever, and it's making all these images. It's reflecting, and then he waits, and then it reflects the image. You know, this weird like chandelier thing, and then it waves, and then he sees Matt Damon going this way, and he's like, oh yeah, cool, and then he runs that way to go and get him.
Yeah.
It's like this.
But it's like
detective
it's the only
you know?
like chase scene.
It's that one chase scene.
It's
And
the whole
makes it,
movie.
man.
It's action. It's thriller. It's gets your blood pumping.
Oh, it's everything.
odd.
Yeah.
But then there's just that one scene that actually identifies as like a.
Ripping cigarettes and drinking rum.
I just like how the whole movie was kind of a puzzle. Like you had to figure out the dynamics of everyone's relationships, like the captain, the detective, which was Damon, DiCaprio, you know, being undercover. Like you had to kind of figure out, you had to piece it together. That was the best part about the movie. It kept you on your toes. It made you think. Like it made you really just kind of get into it. Or if you didn't, well then you didn't really appreciate the movie for what it's worth. I mean, there's a lot going on, and that's why it's a great movie. Would 10 be good?
10 is the best.
10 is the best.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
good.
definitely. I'm not good with numbers. Ugh.
Pretty damn good.
I'd give it an 8, just because it
27.
makes you think. You have to figure out what's going on.
Thinking good.
You know, there's historical. You're killing me.
I'm sorry.
Okay, no, it's an 8. It's a thinker movie. It makes you think. You have to figure out what's going on.
27. I already said that.
Throwing up numbers.
I think it's a great movie.
It's a good movie. I liked it a lot.
I give it an 8 because it's something
I would
that
give
makes
it a 6 out of 7
it's
for
thought
sure.
provoking. It's thought provoking.
Almost as good as Dark Knight.
There's a good timeline.
Not
It
as
has
good
historical
as Fight
context.
Oh my god.
And you, shut up.
Just being an ass.
6 out of 7 is like an 8.5, by the way.
By the
6
way,
out of 7's
You fucking
about a Fight Club. It's about a Fight Club.
So
it's a Fight Club of
I
a
give it a
movie.
4.
Okay, let's
Out
get
of-
it. Let's get.
Alright.
Yeah, you know what?
You might
Yeah.
know more about it, but it's good to see you.
Good to see you. Good work with it.
Good working with you, bud.
Hey, good watching movies with you. Yeah. Oh, you said 10. Oh, out of 10. I think you said out of 2.